friends, under the constitutional schemes of things, the Election Commission of India derives its core constitutional authority from Article 324 of the Indian Constitution for superintendence, election to the Parliament and to the legislative assemblies, and also to the elections of the President and Vice President of the country. Such vast powers have been given to the Election Commission of India to conduct elections in a free and unbiased manner without showing any discrimination to any political party in this country. But what will happen if the Election Commission of India comes under a suspicion or perception that the autonomy of the Election Commission of India is compromised, that the trust on the Election Commission of India would be demoralized, and in the electoral system the public would lose their hopes and aspirations on the very integrity of the Election Commission of India. In any democracy, free and fair election cannot take place unless otherwise there is a full-fledged autonomous independent body that is independent, fearless and impartial machinery. Things will happen in a different direction if these independent nature are not given to the Election Commission of India. But during the tenure of the Chief Election Commissioner of India, from December 1990 to 11th December 1996, T.N.SESHAN has done a wonderful and commendable job in exercising the powers that have been vested with the Election Commission of India in conducting elections in a fair manner without giving any room for any suspicion or controversies or grievances from the opposition parties. The point herein is that he had addressed more than 150 discriminations like bribery, liquor to the voters, and so many malpractices, and also the Election Commission has vested powers to check the election expenses of a particular candidate, and they have to submit the election accounts. If not, they will be disqualified from the candidature of the prospective candidates. That was the very act done by none other than the Chief Electoral Commission of India, T.N.SESHAN. And the distribution of voters' identity was made mandatory. Election expenses were fixed and curbed, and appointment of independent observers throughout the legislative or assembly constituency have been appointed so as to curb the malpractices and misuse of official machinery. That was a great job done by the former Chief Justice of India. What is interesting is this: it is established that the election is not a cardinal theatre of freebies, muscle and money power, and a serious exercise in sovereign state was done during the regime of the Election Commissioner of India, T.N.SESHAN. But what is happening in the incumbent Chief Election Commissioner, that is GYANESH KUMAR, that is, the doubtful has been raised during the Constituent Assembly debates that if the person who holds the Commissioner of Election attachment is not a person of integrity, definitely the electoral democracy would be in danger. That was the greatest caution given by none other than the chief architect of the Indian Constitution. GYANESH Kumar is not acting according to the rules and regulations provided by the Election Commission of India and doing favors to the ruling dispensation and not giving any hope for the opposition parties so as to conduct the election in free and fair manner, and the arrest of malpractices of announcing even during the model code of conduct is permitted during this period. Hence, in the larger interest of the country, the Supreme Court of India must take it as a suo motu petition so as to appoint a panel consisting of Prime Minister, leader of the opposition, and the Chief Justice of India so as to elect the election commissioners, at least in the future. If not, definitely the system, that is the electoral system, would be demoralized and the people would lose their faith in the electoral system itself. It's a great danger to the democracy of this country. Thank you so much.